What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel ANDERZÉN. Today's video is going to be a quick one, but an important one, talking about the top 5s on the channel for 2021. So let's go ahead and get into things with our top 5 countdown. Now, first off, I don't know if there's any particular order for all of these things, but they were all important and all memorable. They were the things that I picked out for this year that I feel like were the most impactful and important to me and special to me. Things that really popped into mind as soon as I started thinking about this past year and what we were able to do. Number 5 is just a huge shout out to all of the sponsors and companies that helped out the channel this year. I'm not going to name everyone that's on that list, but there were a ton of people involved. The people directly working for the companies that are full-time sponsors of the channel and particular builds, and companies that just wanted to help out for certain items as we were going through certain videos or certain ideas. Big thank you to all of you. I can't thank you enough. Thank you. It allowed the channel to grow that much more and continue to grow going into this new year. Alright, number 4. A huge shout out to Race IQ Performance and Tony, because one of the best highlights of 2021 was the Dyno Day with the C55. Not only that, but also later on in the year tuning the ML55, and just in general, a huge shout out to Tony. You have been so helpful, and I'm so thankful to be working with you in past and in future going forward. You are a legend in the game, and I fully respect what you do, and I appreciate you for joining on with what I'm doing over here on the channel and with these builds. So go ahead and insert the clips of the Dyno Day. It was pretty tough. Number 3 was Jig Jack's visit to Seattle. Let's see how close it came. So Alex, you guys know, I'm sure, is another fellow manual swapper in the Mercedes game and has become a good friend of mine. So yeah, the day that he came, it was pretty out of nowhere, but he actually purchased his second E55 W210 up here in Seattle, and he was close enough that we were able to meet up. He was able to drive the C55 and the ML55, and it was just a super fun day, and I hope that we can connect again in 2022, maybe over there in Texas where he is, or maybe somewhere in between, or if he happens to come back up this way. I'm sure there'll be some cool content we can put together, especially if we didn't have like such a last minute meeting and all that stuff. But it was a ton of fun. That video is super cool, and it didn't get ran up as I expected, but definitely go check that one out if you guys haven't watched it. It's super fun and got some very funny moments in it too, so yeah. Alright, number 2, FCP Hero feature on their IG. And that wouldn't have happened without Edited by Miko's help with the whole photo shoot and the promo video that we're able to put together. I know it might seem like a silly thing, having a feature on IG be a big thing, but FCP Hero is a huge company that I look up to, and I really appreciate their service and what they stand for. So for them to share that and for so many people to see that, it was just a really cool moment. I felt like it cemented the legacy of the build somewhat. It still has so much more to go, and it's grown so much since that point even, but it was just a really cool kind of like stamp in history for me to be able to be a part of. So yeah, thank you to FCP Hero. Just in general, you guys are awesome, and I can't thank you enough for all the support that you provided. And a huge shout out to Miko for making that all happen. Those were the photos and all the promo that we used for them to be able to post that content. So none of that would have happened. It was a snowball effect. So thank you. All right, and number 1 was picking up the W124. The E420 has been so awesome to experience since I've had it, and I am quickly falling in love with everything about the W124 chassis, and the history of that automobile is just fantastic, and it's so interesting. There's so much like rich history behind the design, Bruno Sacco, and all the history of that vehicle. Super cool, and I'm super thankful to have it and own it, and having purchased it at the time I did, because I didn't realize how lucky I was to be able to find a V8 W124. They're pretty hard to find right now. Speaking of E420, also kind of fitting into this #1 spot is the fact that we're going to be able to be manual swapping it, and the fact that I've been able to piece all the parts together and gotten help from companies to make this happen in 2022. Can't wait to drive that car as a manual. It's going to be so sick and epic. So hope you guys will be there. And as always, for every year, this is like my #1 A+ 1000 is just a shout out to my family, my wife and my son. All the moments that we got to share with the cars, like the Leavenworth Drive and all the little meets and things that we did together, and my son getting to grow up and experience all the cars and learn about them and just like be in those moments with me. And you guys have seen him in the videos. Just super special. So very thankful for that as well. Had to get that kind of like an honorable mention, even though it's not really like top 5 directly to the channel, but it's a top everything for me. My family's everything. So yeah. And second honorable mention was passing 1,000 subscribers. Huge shout out again to my coding and Python class that helped me with those last 40 subs or whatever it was. And thank you to all of you guys for subbing throughout the year and wanting to jump on and support the channel and the growth. So couldn't skip this without mentioning that at least. But yeah, that's the overall top 5. I can't thank you all enough for your support. Look forward to the journey of 2022. There's some very cool stuff on the way. Some new sponsors that I haven't announced yet that will be announced very soon. And a lot of pieces here for the E420 manual swap. We really only have like one piece left to go, and we are ready to send it. So it'll be happening soon. Yeah, 2021, that's a wrap. I will see you guys in 2022. Thank you. Peace.